Hello everyone, my name is Shayna Smith, and I will be talking about where we draw the line between spear phishing and targeted advertising. So in my paper and the presentation, I will be talking about the different types of spear phishing, the different types of targeted advertising, as well as the pros and cons to it, the current laws regarding both spear phishing and targeted advertising that currently exist, as well as what should be done going forward and the future. So the general definition of phishing is some message designed to have the victim behave in some manner. And the main difference between phishing and spear phishing is how targeted the message is. The most common form is seen in email, but also can be seen in similar forms, with smishing being text messaging and phishing being through voice calls. Angler phishing and whaling are even more specialized and targeted at a specific type of individual. Targeted advertising's general definition is a form of online advertising that focuses on the specific traits, interests, and preferences of a consumer, and it has 6 main types, being behavioral, contextual, search retargeting, site retargeting, predictive targeting, and clickbait being one of the newest forms. The pros and cons to targeted advertising are something that has been becoming an increasingly discussed topic as we talk about data collection and privacy. So the pros are an overall more favorable consumer response, and this is due to the personal relevance of ads, so you will be shown ads that you actually care about. And the cons to this are the privacy concerns due to the personalized relevance and personalized nature of targeted advertising. And also at this point in time, these algorithms can not tell when you no longer want or need a product. So if you buy something, it might not know that you have purchased it and no longer need it. The laws now for both spear phishing and targeted advertising are few and far between. Spear phishing, there are currently very few laws that specifically mention it, and only the ones that do are only state laws. There are currently no federal laws that directly mention phishing in any form. However, most of the few laws that do mention it specifically do classify it as a felony. And like most types of crime, it does not require a successful phishing attempt, and third parties that collect the data that is used for spear phishing can also be prosecuted. Laws regarding targeted advertising are also limited, as nothing mentions targeted advertising by name, but there's a lot of issues with privacy that can be linked to targeted advertising. The EU has pretty solid privacy laws that they use consistently. Right now, the US FTC has some privacy laws, but none that are very direct or specific. The only ones that we have that are really regarding data collection and targeting are the Student Online Personal Information Protection Act, which limits the amount of data that can be collected from students, and the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which limits the amount of data that can be collected by websites that target children or the general public. So going forward, I think first and foremost, we need to better define what phishing is legally, both federally and state, so that way prosecution will be more consistent throughout the entire United States. Beyond this, I think we should increase the regulation of both the advertisement types, which would be like limiting the ads that can be shown on specific websites or targeted to specific demographics, and more regulation on the collection of data, which would include things like generally improved opting out policies and methods, as well as ways of preventing websites and different services from limiting how much you can be involved due to accepting or denying the privacy contracts. you.